Walk into your local FFL today, and the noise from the marketing displays is absolutely deafening. The racks are packed with the newest tactical polymer, and the industry is pushing hard to convince you that if you are not running the latest hyper-velocity bottleneck hot rod featured on this month's magazine covers, you are entirely obsolete. But let me drop some reality on you. Once you step off that manicured flat range and hike out past the 200-yard line, the physics of the real world take over. Out there, where the crosswinds are howling and your actual marksmanship fundamentals are put under the microscope, the truth comes out. Mother Nature does not care about the laser-engraved logo on your rifle, and the target certainly does not care what head stamp is stamped into the bottom of your brass. It only respects kinetic energy, bullet construction, and shot placement. Newer is not inherently better. Because of this endless industry race for the next big trend, we have left some absolute ballistic titans gathering dust in the used gun racks. I am talking about the working-class powerhouses that solved complex ballistic equations half a century before modern engineers tried to reinvent them. So today, we are pulling 7 forgotten heavyweights out of the safe. These are the undisputed workhorses of the firearms world. The rounds that have anchored everything from aggressive European-driven boar to massive Rocky Mountain elk, and they did it all without a multi-million-dollar advertising budget. Some of these are incredibly soft-shooting precision instruments. Others are absolute sledgehammers that hit with far more devastating force than their paper ballistics suggest. But they all share one undeniable trait. They demand far more respect than the modern tactical community gives them. Let us dive in. Number 1. 8mm Mauser, 7.92 by 57mm. Let us kick things off with the 8mm Mauser, also known globally as the 7.92 by 57mm. This was the undisputed, heavy-hitting primary issue cartridge carried by German infantry forces through the trenches and mud of 2 global conflicts. It earned its legendary status through sheer, uncompromising stopping power in the absolute worst combat environments on the planet. Throw a classic 198-grain Spitzer projectile down the pipe at over 2,600 feet per second, and you are slamming your target with nearly 3,000 foot-pounds of raw, crushing energy. That is serious, fight-stopping medicine for absolutely any big-game animal roaming North America. Now, I hear the keyboard warriors immediately complaining about the heavy recoil. Let us get real for a second. Your shoulder hurts because your only experience is shooting full-power, corrosive military ball ammunition out of an ancient piece of surplus wood equipped with a solid steel butt plate. Drop this exact same cartridge into a modern precision bolt-action platform, something like a CZ550. Slap a quality rubber recoil pad on the back, and the impulse feels no different than your grandfather's .30-06. For you guys sitting at the bench pressing your own ammo, this cartridge is an absolute playground. Load up a modern projectile, like a 150-grain Nosler ballistic tip, push it near 2,900 feet per second, and you have created a devastatingly flat-shooting rifle that hits like a freight train well past the 300-yard line. Serious hunters overseas never abandon this round. They still rely on it exclusively to drop massive, thick-skinned boars dead in their tracks. It feeds out of the magazine like butter, punches deep through heavy bone, and it simply works. Do not sleep on the 8mm Mauser. Number 2. 7mm Mauser, 7 by 57mm. Next up is the literal blueprint for modern centerfire rifle rounds. The 7mm Mauser, or 7 by 57mm. Paul Mauser absolutely cracked the code on this design way back in 1892, finding the exact perfect sweet spot between a highly manageable recoil impulse and downright lethal terminal ballistics. Take a hard look at a modern 140-grain projectile flying at 2,800 feet per second. Does that math sound familiar? It absolutely should, because those are practically the exact same ballistic numbers as the 6.5 Creedmoor that the entire industry is currently obsessing over. Except, the 7mm Mauser accomplishes this feat with superior sectional density. That means it retains its mass and drives much deeper through muscle and tissue when it impacts heavy game. I have personally seen guys take battered, sporterized surplus rifles out to the range, relying entirely on iron sights, and still punch minute-of-angle groups. The accuracy is baked right into the geometry of the cartridge. Historical records show absolute legends in the hunting world taking literal tons of highly dangerous game with this exact caliber, proving definitively that putting the round exactly where it belongs matters infinitely more than raw case capacity. For your standard whitetail deer, black bear, or even elk out to reasonable engagement distances, loading up a 160-grain partition makes this absolutely deadly medicine. It will not destroy your hearing, it will not bruise your shoulder, but it will absolutely wreck the vitals of whatever you are aiming at. It was light years ahead of its time back then, and frankly, it still outpaces a lot of the gimmicks being released today. Number 3. 303 British. Moving on to number 3, the 303 British. This is the heavy-hitting workhorse that guarded an entire empire before its soldiers brought their Lee Enfields back home and took them straight into the dense timber of the North American hunting grounds. Sure, it utilizes a rimmed case design, but do not let that antique architecture trick you into thinking it is obsolete. When you are operating inside that crucial 200-yard envelope, which, let us be honest with ourselves, is where 99% of ethical hunting shots are actually taken, the 303 British is an absolute meat harvesting machine. Send a standard 174-grain soft point out the muzzle at 2,450 feet per second, and it impacts with catastrophic authority. In the heavy brush, its performance is virtually identical to the modern 308 Winchester. But the real tactical advantage here is how it actually recoils. Instead of violently snapping the muzzle up into the sky, it delivers a smooth, rolling push straight back into the pocket of your shoulder. That makes maintaining your sight picture from awkward, unsupported field positions incredibly easy. Match that smooth recoil impulse with the lightning-fast, cock-on-close action of a classic SMLE bolt throw, and you have a woods gun that is virtually impossible to beat in a rapid engagement scenario. Grab some high-quality expanding ammunition, like a Speer hot core, and you will be packing your freezer full of venison year after year without fail. It is not dressed up in tactical flat dark earth, but it is undeniably effective. Number 4. 6mm Remington. Number 4 is a masterclass in how terrible corporate marketing can assassinate a ballistic masterpiece, the 6mm Remington. Back in the 1950s, Remington rolled this out to go head-to-head with the .243 Winchester. If you strip away the branding and look strictly at the raw data, the 6mm is factually superior. It boasts a larger powder column, allowing it to drive the exact same bullet weights at significantly higher velocities. But the executives at Remington completely crippled the launch. They sent it to the market chambered in barrels with a terribly slow twist rate. Because of that fatal error, the rifles simply could not stabilize the heavier projectiles required for medium game hunting. By the time the engineers fixed the twist rate issue, the .243 Winchester had already won the popularity contest and dominated the market space. But listen closely. If you manage to build or find a rifle utilizing a proper 1 in 9 twist rate barrel, you are holding an absolute laser beam. You can effortlessly push a 100-grain hunting bullet well past 3,100 feet per second. That gives you a trajectory so flat, it almost feels like cheating. Whether you are dropping coyotes at extreme distance or taking whitetail across massive agricultural fields, this round is a surgical instrument. Plus, that beautifully long case neck is fantastic for mitigating throat erosion, giving you phenomenal barrel life even when you are pushing those hand loads to the absolute maximum pressure. It is a crying shame it did not dominate the market, because strictly by the numbers, it is one of the greatest dual-purpose predator and deer rounds ever engineered. Number 5. .264 Winchester Magnum. Let us talk about the original king of the open plains, the .264 Winchester Magnum. When this powerhouse debuted in the late 1950s, it completely shattered the industry's expectations for long-range performance. Winchester was advertising numbers that seemed like science fiction back then. We are talking about pushing a 140-grain projectile at a blistering 3,200 feet per second. The immediate problem? The barrel steel utilized during that era simply could not handle the blowtorch effect of all that burning powder, earning the cartridge a nasty reputation as a vicious barrel burner. But fast forward to today. With modern stainless steel metallurgy, cryogenic treatments, and highly advanced slow-burning propellants, that issue is completely eliminated. Unless you are running multi-day, high-volume precision rifle courses every single weekend, you are never going to shoot this barrel out. If you need a dedicated rifle for sweeping valleys, where a 400-yard shot on a mule deer is a very real possibility, the 264 Win Mag is top tier. It shoots flatter than a pancake, hits with devastating magnum force, but spares you the punishing physical abuse of stepping up to a massive 30-caliber magnum platform. The case geometry feeds flawlessly because it lacks a harsh, sharp shoulder angle, and the hydrostatic shock it delivers upon impact simply unplugs the central nervous system of big game instantly. It is a high-octane hot rod, plain and simple. Number 6. 280 Remington. If I was forced into a corner and had to choose the single most perfectly balanced cartridge ever devised for the North American continent, it just might be the 280 Remington. It lives in that golden middle ground directly between the 270 Winchester and the legendary 30-06. And frankly, in my professional opinion, it outperforms both of them in specific, critical roles. It easily stabilizes much heavier projectiles than the 270, granting you the deep, crushing penetration required for thick-skinned animals like bull elk. Yet, it flies flatter and faster than the 30-06 when shooting comparable bullet weights. It is the very definition of ballistic efficiency. You do not need a massive, heavy magnum action or a small mountain of gunpowder to achieve superior terminal results. Remington shot themselves in the foot again by constantly renaming the cartridge and completely confusing the consumer base. But the seasoned veterans of the gun community know exactly what this is. Sending a 140-grain AccuBond out of the barrel at 3,000 feet per second is an absolute cheat code for harvesting virtually any ungulate from coast to coast. You can zero your optic at 200 yards and practically hold center mass out to 350 yards without having to dial your turrets or do complex math in your head. That real-world simplicity is absolutely priceless when the adrenaline dumps into your system and buck fever sets in. It is just a masterfully designed all-around cartridge. Number 7. 257 Roberts. Finally, we arrive at the 257 Roberts, affectionately known by the old guard as the Bob. This round commands a massively dedicated following of serious shooters, and they love it for a very specific reason. The designers took that legendary 7mm Mauser brass we discussed earlier and simply necked it down to hold a 25 caliber projectile. The end result? Arguably the absolute softest shooting, lowest recoil medium game cartridge that still delivers legitimate mid to long range terminal capabilities. In a standard weight hunting rifle, the recoil is practically a gentle nudge. That makes it the ultimate platform for introducing brand new shooters to the sport, or for anyone who is simply tired of letting their rifle beat their shoulder into submission after a long day at the range. But do not mistake a lack of recoil for a lack of stopping power. A well-constructed 117-grain bullet tearing through the air at nearly 3,000 feet per second will punch completely through a broadside whitetail, dropping it cleanly while preserving the meat you worked so hard to harvest. If you get into the reloading bench, you can utilize modern propellants to truly wake this cartridge up, easily achieving velocities that are nipping right at the heels of the much larger 25-06. It is quiet, it prints tiny groups on paper, and it guarantees you will never develop a flinching habit. If you want a rifle you can shoot comfortably all day long, the Bob is your definitive answer. Also is the breakdown, folks. 7 forgotten ballistic legends that command way more respect than the modern tactical market is willing to give them. It just goes to show you that you do not always need the newest, most heavily marketed super magnum to effectively protect your family or fill your freezer. More often than not, the old school methods and proven ballistics are still the absolute standard. Now I want to hear from the community. Did your favorite sleeper cartridge make this list? Jump down into the comments below and let me know exactly what caliber you are trusting your hunt to this season. If you found this breakdown helpful and you want to see more content just like this, do me a favor and smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next upload, and hit that notification bell so you are alerted the second we go live. Until next time, train hard, shoot straight, and stay safe out there.